Hello and welcome, Glorious Gang. I'm so glad you're here with me. Today, I'm going to be talking about some everyday luxury fragrances, which are Covered in Roses and also Madame Mystique. So I put these two in the video together because I'm going to be talking about berry fragrances. And so I pulled out all of the berry fragrances that I can think of um, that would kind of go with Covered in Roses and Berry Girl, Madame Mystique. Not that these two smell alike, but they have berries, they have a fruitiness to them, and I just want to talk about them. Okay. So I'm going to start off with Covered in Roses. This one has notes of ruby berries, sugared rosebuds, and blush amber. Oh, and another note that I'm focusing on is the rose. Y'all know it's Delina-esque type of fragrance. So you're getting that bright fruitiness, the bright lychee. Yes, maybe even raspberry. I didn't bring the raspberry fragrances in this one. I just kind of stuck with more berry scents, but that's what I'm getting also. And then from Madame Mystique, I did not bring out her notes. I didn't look them up. I know y'all be wanting to hear that. Okay, so the Madame Mystique has bright red berries, rose petals, and sultry woods. It's a very berry, deep, fruity type of fragrance. And it's pretty. That's a good description. The sultry woods, because it does smell sultry. So that's Madame Mystique. Okay. Okay, y'all. I have some here that's a little bit older, and it's not pulling up the notes for me on the Bath and Body Works site. So I'm just going to talk about those, but I'm going to go to these first. I have Always and Forever, which is the new wedding collection for the female. This one has pearlized pink pepper, white roses, and sheer sandalwood. So pretty. This one to me is very reminiscent of Covered in Roses. It's not as fruity, but you're getting some of the fruit and some of the rose. It's like it's done the same way with a little bit of powderiness. But this one is lighter. It's not as dense as Covered in Roses, but it is so pretty. So y'all go check this one out. Always and Forever. Then I have the Sweetest Song. Okay, and the Sweetest Song has notes of blush raspberries. Girl, I done sprayed it the wrong way. What is on my hand? It has blush raspberries, sugar crystals, and whipped musk. This is another pretty one to me. I know a lot of you are not feeling this one. Y'all don't think it smells that good, but it smells really good to me. And the packaging is really pretty. But I'm loving the raspberry and the airiness of it. And it just puts me in the mind of these other fruity fragrances that we have here. I personally think it's different enough to have. I really like this. This is Sweetest Song. But it could be I'm a raspberry berry girl. I like those fragrances, so maybe that's it. Then we have Dream Bright, which is a heavier, fruity fragrance. This is one I can't find a nose for. I know I have old packaging, but I don't feel like getting up, so. Because I just used this up a couple of weeks ago. So this is a fruity fragrance. It has some denseness to it, but it's very pretty. I would put it on probably the more heavier side with Madame Mystique, because in comparison, I would say Madame Mystique has more depth than Covered in Roses, but Covered in Roses have the juiciness, the fruitiness with a lot of depth. But yes, Dream Bright right here in the beautiful berry category. And then I have Gingham Vibrant. I thought this was still in the store, y'all. But maybe it's just not on the website, so that's why it won't come up. This is a berry one. Now, this one, to me, it's just okay. It's not as vibrant as I would want it to be out of all of these fragrances and out of the Gingham line. So, come on. Okay. So, that's Gingham Vibrant. I know it has like a blackberry or a berry note in this one. And for the life of me, I just can't think of what Dream Bright has in it. So, then we have, I think I'm done with the ones that I need to look up. So we're going to turn that off. I need to plug this up. So then I have Everlasting Magic, which has phantom berries, bejeweled berries, phantom petals, and magic musk. This one here, if I can remember right. Oh, I did not remember right. I want to say this was deeper, but in comparison to some of these other ones, it's not as deep as I thought. And this one does have a twist on the way that the berries come out. So this is a more unique smelling fragrance in my opinion. For whatever reason, to me this comes across like hibiscus tea. I don't know why, but yeah, that is Everlasting Magic. So another beautiful scent with berries in it is Sweet Whiskey. This one is sultry and the vanilla comes through, but this has golden amber, vanilla infused whiskey, and sweet red berries. So beautiful. I'm going to have to try and wear this before it gets too warm. On one of those brisk days, I'm going to have to pull it out and wear it with one of my heavier berry scents that I have. Or sweet fruits, whatever's in it. Then we have Cue the Confetti. This one came out around New Year's, I want to say. Okay, there it goes. Like it don't want to focus. This one is very pretty to me also. This has shimmering blackberry and New Year's Kiss. This is pretty. It has that Bath and Body Works berry scent. Very nice. And it has a little bit of, like a little bit of airy lightness to it, or bubbliness to it. So that's Cue the Confetti. So we're going to go with another one that has a little bit of effervescence to it. This one is Emily in Paris. Champagne in Paris. Oh, this is very fruity. Very bright and fruity. This has champagne frizz, elderberry fizz, lily of the valley. Very pretty and bright. So I'm going to pull out an oldie but goodie. This is Among the Clouds. This one has Wild Berry Skies and Whipped Vanilla Clouds. So we have a lot of fruity berry scents from Bath & Body Works. And I also have a few from Victoria's Secret that I wanted to talk about in this category. Then we have Pink Suede. This one is very pretty to me if I remember right. Like sweet. Like, yeah. And it has a smoothness to it. This has more depth than what I remember. This is blush berries, velvet peonies, and soft cotton. So pretty. Pink Suede. I know this was one that I bought later. I was not into this like when it came out. This might be the second packaging that it had, or either I waited until like a SAS sale to pick it up. But this is good. Pink Suede. That has some depth in it too. Out of the fruity ones that I have here, this one, it has, maybe it's the suede, like it is giving it a different flair, but Pink Suede. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the Victoria's Secret fragrances that I have. I do have here Chrome Peony, which has notes of champagne sprinkles, juicy raspberry, and dewy peony. I shouldn't have brought this one here, but it's here. This is more like your creamy, fruity scent. Like vanilla is really mixed in this one. So I shouldn't have brought this one out, but it's still a good one. So I'm just put that one to the side. This is the one, Rose Lychee. This is like a lighter version of, very lighter version of Covered in Roses. This one has rose petals, pink lychee, and patchouli musk. This is a lighter wearing fragrance, and fragrance is not as pronounced as how Covered in Roses come across, but it's still a very pretty fragrance. And I will put these as similar fragrances, but Covered in Roses is just a beast, a beautiful one. Then we have Rose Twilight. This is a softer smelling rose also. This has red grapefruit and sweet musk. But for me, this doesn't come across as grapefruit. It comes across like it has some type of berry note in here. Very pretty, kind of light wearing also. Rose Twilight. Beautiful rose scent. Then I have Midnight Bloom, Starlit. This one has crystallized woods, twinkling berries. This one, the berries in here is sweet, but then you get like that airiness, like coming around the berry. It's kind of pulling the sweetness back. It's good. It's good, y'all. I really like this one. So, Midnight Bloom. And then last but not least, we have Bows and Roses. This is another one that's bright and rosy, like covered in roses. It has more intensity in this fragrance than as compared to the lychee rose. Very pretty, but it's kind of putting you in that same type of fragrance family. The rose and the fruit in here is very pretty. This one has rose petals, sweet berries, and it says it smells like fresh bouquets and love letters. So those are all the fragrances that I put together in this berry rose beautiful scent family. What am I looking? Okay, here it goes. So you're covered in rose and your Madame Mystique. Very pretty. And these are the ones from the Everyday Luxuries. And it just brought to mind all of these other fragrances. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about some of your rosy or berry scents. I think it's perfect for spring. And of course, leave me a like, share the video, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Love you all, glorious gang. Bye-bye. Just in case. All right.